great sunny how things are. By getting the look.
Well, kept
the starting group for the visitors. Paul Milson. Then there's Shander. And it's in at the 3 up there with Kevin Stephen Kerr position. So Sederan bringing up for the
Randy off some easy shot, but on that occasion, tween.
Yeah. Downs. One too bad one good one. Never get on us and play some.
Here's basket by the Lions. It's up empty down. 1:19 left first quarter. Out of Io. This plays with so much energy when he's.
Boy, he is ferocious on both ends of the feet. Energy player who can fit the best up on his feet and the ground for size.
Outside. On 0 of 3 field to start the game. 3. Gill. Ingles a quarter. To the paint. Block 6. Shots good by Lyle.
Just a much smaller defender. The exact thing at the right moment goes.
Davis. 12 seconds left in the first. Lets it go with a 3. No good that time. Quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Lions lead by 2. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams jump out in the second quarter. And when you consider how the Lions are going, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
Yeah, defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up agree on that end.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. We got Joe Ingles out there with Jakob Poeltl. Then it's Thomas. And it's Curry in at the. Here's Ingles. Derek Favors making his last shot. Ingles kicks to Curry. And Thomas has it in the corner. From outside the arc, buries it from three-point range. Thomas got his first bucket of the game. He's on the board for 3.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up Peter's face.
His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor. 1:07 left now here in the second. Outside Thomas. Curry on the wing. He's guarded by Davis. Curry's shot is good.
The confidence that has on the inside, once he beats his primary defender, he can finish over the top of the bigger defenders.
Now here's Favors. He kicks it to Bullock. Up a 3. Good on the three-point shot. Bullock's got himself on the board with 3 there.
0 defense. You get a good shooter, the wide open 3.
Curry finds Ingles. To the middle. In the dunk by Lyons.
And credit the screen for giving him the space needed to get to the rim.
For sure allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you attack the rim and it's up like that.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. The feed to Favors. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And so here's the home team. Here's Curry with the 3. Here's Love. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. So that'll be a first half fairly even battle underway in this one. It's the Lions. They're up.
Thanks very much. Steph, Coach said.
All right, Dave, thank you. And now for the halftime break. The third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sport. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Brandon, this next question culture, what comments do you want from players who have just lost a game, facing disappointment?
I like the humility aspect of this question, Kevin. The thing that I listen to most from players who get it, they'll compliment their opponent first. Mm-hmm. Something had to happen where the opponent did something enough to beat you on that night. So you don't say that we did all these things. Give the opponent credit for it. Secondly, players who shoulder a massive amount of responsibility they'll say that they could have better first. And that deflects everything away from their teammates. And then they'll talk about what they're looking forward to most, and their challenge is, we'll get better tomorrow. We'll get better next game. And that they know there's room to grow. Those three things are impactful.
Well said. And the Lions looking at who they've got out there. They've got Tom Sadaransky. Doug McDermott is out there with Paul Millsap. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Gilgeous Alexander in at the shooting guard. Now here's Evans. He's guarded closely. And contact on the shot, so he'll be free throws here. It's his first line. The first one falls. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throws, just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
It's stolen by Key. The lead, and the layup is up and in. Curry's got 4 quarters.
Well, Steph started that all with his fantastic at getting into the passing lane and coming up with a steal.
Sadaransky looking around. Outside Millsap. Pass to Gil Alexander. 6 to shoot. Kicks it to McDermott. Launches a 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. McDermott's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Outside Curry. And it's Evans in the corner. Wide open, capitalize. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Lions by 2. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our 4th quarter coming up next. And to head coach Terry Stotts review the game plan with his guy.
Defensively, you got to give a little.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Out there with Kevin Love. Then there's Pirtle. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Evans in at the 2 guard. Down low. And Love with the basket on the assist by Curry. Love's got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, Steph Curry, one of the greatest shooters in the history of the NBA, but also a very passer, great at finding his teammates.
Here's Millsap. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. He hits the first one, gives them the lead.
And Paul Millsap has been unrated for most of his career. A consistent double-double threat and has performed at an All-Star weekend.
And so he drops them both. It's a 2-point ball game.
And he's the one person that the coaching staff, teammates love to see at the line in a tight ball game. You can pretty much bank on these.
Curry side. Out of bounds. The Lions now with possession. It's Millsap with the ball for the Lions. Outside, Davis got a piece of it. And that one's good. Millsap's got 4 this quarter.
Well, Millsap, the go-to guy here. This offense has some sets where to get him the ball in some isolation. Good work on the inside that time.
The shot by Curry, no good.
Yeah, not a fan of guys. If he wants to help his team cut into this deficit, he should not be attempting those kind of shots.
First free throw is good, and that put up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Some padding here on the free throw line.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
You can't make any mistakes right here if you hope alive. Their execution has to be precise.
Another miss, Mike. Just looking for an opening. Passes it to McDermott and finished off by McDermott.
Give them credit. Works hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job getting in position to win a game. An all-out effort from the squad.
And so the timeout by Terry Stotts here. And now we get the chance to present our player of the game, Doug McDermott.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
Those floaters, boy, they really demoralize the defense. Here's the thing, Steph knows it.
Thompson comes with the double team. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Adebayo. To the wing right side. Here's Millsap. Thompson with the rebound. Timeout by Terry Stotts here. Guys, your thoughts?
There's still a sliver of hope.
Yeah, fast, but without mistakes.
Fans, the loudest section gets free t-shirts. Let's see who's the loudest.
There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Love kicks to Curry. A three-pointer off the mark. Here's Millsap, and he commits the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second one getting to the line, and it's an 8-point game. It's off. So it's the Lions picking up the win. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, about the mental toughness that this group showed. They were never rattled at all by the opposing.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Derek, what was the focus?
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long.